Welcome to True Tomorrows. I'm Adrian Smith, and with me, as always, is the amazing Julia Jones.
Always a pleasure to be here. And today, oh boy, do we have a story for you guys. Strap in, folks.
This one is, let's just say it's a wild ride. And it all starts with, well, picture this, right? A world teetering on the edge, energy shortages, nations falling apart. Humanity is desperate.
Yeah, it's that classic kind of end of the world as we know it scenario. Makes you think, what would we do? Like, really do if we were in that position?
And that's where the stellar harvester comes in. This, and I'm not kidding, this massive structure, it orbits the sun, and it's pulling energy directly from it, beaming it back to Earth.
A bold solution.
Yeah.
You know, at first, it's everything they hoped for. Lights come back on, cities are buzzing, there's hope. But then,
There's always a but, right? You know, those whispers about messing with forces we don't really get.
totally, like, who are we to mess with the sun, you know?
Exactly. Our main guy in this story, Dr. Ito, he's the lead scientist behind this whole thing.
Yeah.
And he's there right at the moment they first turn it on. All those years of work, and suddenly, boom, relief washes over the planet.
I can't even imagine the pressure, the relief, everything he must have felt. It's like you're holding your breath and then you can finally breathe again.
Yeah.
But did they breathe too soon?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
There were warnings. There was this astronomer, kind of like the told you so guy, right? He's predicting disaster from the get-go.
Of course no one listens. Classic.
Nope. Parties and celebrations everywhere. Who wants to listen to doom and gloom? But then things start to go very wrong. The sun, well, it's not happy.
Not happy at all. Solar flares, magnetic storms, tsunamis the size of mountains. It's like they poked a sleeping giant.
And everyone freaks out. Government, scientists, everyone's running around like chickens with their heads cut off, but they can't fix it.
I bet that astronomer guy is feeling pretty smug. He's got this theory, right? That the stellar harvester messed with the whole cosmic web, this interconnectedness of, well, everything. Like, disturbing one part could mess up the whole thing.
And it gets worse. Way worse. Reports from colonies light years away say that other stars are going haywire. It's like this domino effect rippling through the universe.
And you just know it's all going to come crashing down on Earth. The brilliance of these characters, they meant well, but they messed with something they didn't understand, and now everyone's going to pay the price.
Now imagine this wave of annihilation moving towards Earth. And back on Earth, Dr. Ito, he sees it. The death of stars, the end of everything. They reached for the stars and found hell instead.
Talk about a heavy realization that the lifeline, the thing that was supposed to save them, is now the chain dragging them down. It makes you think, are we really in control or are we just fooling ourselves? So when we left off, things were not looking so good, to put it mildly.
Understatement of the year.
Yeah.
They've messed up the whole universe and it's coming back to bite them.
What really gets me, though, is how the story takes this whole apocalypse thing and it goes deeper. It's not just explosions and planets breaking apart. It's about the people.
The human side of things.
Exactly. How do you even process that? Knowing the end is coming, what do you do? Regret, fear, all those things we push down, they come bubbling up.
Yeah, like that moment you realize, oh crap, we did this.
Totally. And we see it all play out. Society's breaking down, people trying to find meaning, some turning to religion, others just giving up. It's like a mirror showing us what we might become under pressure.
There's this one scene, it's heartbreaking, where Dr. Ito's looking back on his life. And it hits him, he tried to save everyone, and he might have doomed them instead.
Oof, talk about irony. He's like the symbol of how smart we are, but also how easily we can screw things up.
Yeah.
It's like that whole debate about AI now, right? Can we really control something smarter than us?
Makes you think. And in all this chaos, remember that astronomer, the one everyone ignored?
Oh yeah, mister, I told you so. What's he up to?
He's weirdly calm, like almost peaceful, knowing the end is coming.
Huh. Is there something to that, like accepting things we can't change? Maybe we try to control too much.
Heavy stuff. But just as this wave of destruction is about to hit Earth, something happens. A message from a distant colony. And get this, it might be a way out.
Wait, seriously? A way out?
Yeah, so they've developed this technology. It's like a counterwave that could stop the destruction.
Whoa. Could this be like their saving grace? A second chance?
Maybe. But there's a catch. It's totally experimental, never been tested on this scale. And even if it works, no guarantee it'll save everyone. It's a huge gamble.
But still, a chance, right? That's got to be better than nothing.
So it becomes this race against time. They have to build this device to send the counterwave from the colony to Earth, and it has to be done before everything is wiped out. Talk about pressure.
I bet. It shows how, even when facing the end, humans can pull together. That drive to survive, it's pretty amazing. But tick-tock, that clock is ticking.
Oh, and it gets even crazier. The astronomer, the one who is all doom and gloom, he starts having second thoughts.
No way. What's he worried about now?
He thinks this counterwave, it could backfire, like make things even worse, like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. He's saying, hey, maybe messing with the universe even more is a bad idea.
Oh, man, this is intense. It's not just about fighting this wave anymore. It's about, like, not knowing what the right move is, conflicting science, the limits of what we know, and just how much are we willing to risk.
And now Dr. Ito's stuck. Does he trust this new tech? Or listen to the warnings? It's a choice between two terrible options. Use this untested thing, or let the wave hit. What would you do?
I don't know. This is where it gets real, you know? It's not just spaceships and explosions. It's about ethics, models. How far should we go to fix our mistakes? And who gets to decide the fate of everyone?
Big questions. And we're left wondering, what's Dr. Ito going to choose? But for that, you'll have to wait for the final act. We'll be back soon to see how this cosmic thriller ends. So here we are. It all comes down to this. Does Dr. Ito take the gamble, or does he watch the universe fall apart?
It really highlights how much responsibility comes with knowledge. It's like they say, a little knowledge can be a dangerous thing, and in this case, it might be a universe-ending thing.
And we see Dr. Ito, he's changed. He's not the same guy who was celebrating when they turned on the harvester. Now it's doubt, it's fear, it's that weight of knowing what he's done.
It's almost like he's aged 100 years in just a few days, you know? But it's what makes him human. He's not just some super genius. He's a person who made a mistake, a big one, and now he has to live with it.
And as the clock ticks down, he reaches out to someone you wouldn't expect.
Ah.
The astronomer, the guy who warned them all along.
Wow, that's going to be a tough conversation. Pride, regret, everything.
It's less about, blaming each other, and more about accepting that they just don't know what's going to happen. The astronomer, even he, admits that he could be wrong about the counterwave.
That takes a lot of guts to admit you might be wrong, especially when the stakes are this high. But it shows how little we really understand about the universe. It's humbling, really.
And for Dr. Ito, it's like a wake-up call. He realizes doing nothing, that's a risk too. Sometimes you just got to make a decision, even if you don't have all the answers.
So he goes for it. He deploys the counterwave.
He does. But it's not like he's suddenly sure of himself. It's more like a leap of faith, a tiny bit of hope, and the feeling that if he does nothing, it'll be like betraying everything he believes in.
It's like, at that point, what else can you do? It's about doing what you think is right, even if it might be wrong. That takes courage.
So they send the counterwave. It's this, this massive surge of energy shooting across space. But the story ends there. We don't know if it worked, if it saved them, or if it made things worse.
I love that. It's like the author saying, it's not up to me to tell you how it ends. It's up to you to think about it, to imagine what happens next. It's not a neat and tidy ending. It's real life, messy and unpredictable.
And that's what True Tomorrows is all about, right? It's not just about scary what-ifs. It's about the power of human ingenuity, the courage to face the unknown, and that even when we mess up, there's always hope.
So well said. And to our listeners, thank you for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to rate and follow True Tomorrows. We'll be back with more stories, more explorations of the future where science fiction meets reality.
Until next time, keep looking up, keep asking questions, and never stop imagining. Because the future, well, it's not set in stone. It's up to all of us to write the next chapter.